Good morning and welcome to Teal House Farm. Today we have a very big project ahead. So one of the biggest struggles of having a large family is just the amount of clutter and stuff that collects everywhere, especially when the kids are really little and they're just into everything all the time. And I really don't feel like we've outgrown our house yet, even with baby number 6 coming. I think we still have plenty of space for everyone to live happy, healthy lives, but the problem really gets us is that in an old farmhouse there is very limited storage. I basically have a pantry closet. I have a small little laundry closet that's mostly my washing machine and dryer. And then one bedroom has a closet and the girls use that for their clothes. And then Sam in my bedroom has a tiny, tiny little corner of a closet. And that's it. There's no coat closets. There's no linen closets. There's no extra, here's where you hide your junk closets. People just didn't have closets back when they built this house. So you have to get kind of creative on storage. And so today we are going to fix some of these storage problems we have in our main living space, which is actually the kitchen. This is where we do school. This is where I spend most of the day cooking and canning and doing things like that. And this is also the only room in the house that honestly has a large closet because it has the pantry closet, so it tends to collect a lot of junk. So we're going to show you some solutions that we've come up with for handling all of the stuff that comes with a large family in a manageable, non-messy looking way. Today we're going to conquer 3 big storage issues, and we hope our creative solutions will give you some ideas of how you can make the best use of a very small space and limited storage for some important things. We're going to talk about kitchen storage when you don't really have any kitchen cabinets, because that's us. So pots, pans, spices, things like that. We're going to show you homeschool storage when you don't have any closets or a basement to store homeschool stuff. And then third, we're going to show you how we store the kids' things like games and art craft activities and things that they get into for fun and we need them to have access to, but we also want to keep it looking nice and not messy and be able to be easy for them to put away and not all over the place all the time. The first step to any good storage solution is to declutter. The less stuff you have, the less you need to find a place for. So I'm going to do that real quick. We've had a really busy few weeks and a lot of stuff you can see has collected behind me on the kitchen counters or on top of the fridge and the cabinets over there. We have like 6,000 coats. I mean, there's only 7 of us right now. I don't know why we need so many coats. We're gonna go ahead and real fast, speed clean, get rid of this clutter, toss a bunch of things out, and then we can get to storing what needs to be stored. Problem area in the whole house is this pantry.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that makes it really, really messy is that all of the girls come in and out of here for several things. The snacks are in here. Also, I have a huge stack of board games. And this storage solution worked for a little bit, but lately I've been doing so much pressure canning that it's pushed all the games just out into the floor. So we're going to redo this. This doesn't work anymore. We're going to use the pantry. Ivy, shh. We're going to use the pantry only as a food pantry. That's all it's going to be, which means we have to have a creative solution for the girls' board games and the Play-Doh and the painting things, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. But first, we're going to get, we're going to get all the things that don't belong in here anymore out so we can actually get into the pantry to get the food that we need.
Ours stuff. We got the jars. Like I helped you out so you had to.
Alright, looking 1000% better. Just in case you're curious what's in everything that we have. These hanging bags. These are burlap bags. I got them at the local farm store for $1 each. They have extra jar rings and extra mason jars. And when these bags get full, I have big Rubbermaid tubs in the basement also of extra mason jars. And almost all of them will get canned up during gardening season, and then they kind of work their way through this system in the winter as we eat through them. JJ, can you show me what's in the basket? This basket, right here, show me the snacks. No, right here, snack basket. Yeah, chips. Those are chips, where are the snacks? There's the girls' snack basket. They're allowed to have a snack out of there when it's snack time.
Chips and then justice.
Yeah, sauce pouches.
Yeah.
And then we have our root vegetables on the bottom. I'm actually going grocery shopping today, so those will all be filled up. And then we have a lot of our canned goods there. There's more on this side here. And then our regular cooking stuff. And down here I have my dried goods in half-gallon jars. So we have different kinds of beans, rice. I have steel-cut oatmeal.
And million beans.
I still feel like there has to be a way to maybe add some storage here. It is a really skinny pantry though. And this is what we took out. The girls' job tonight is going to be to go through all of these games and put them back together because it's a hot mess. And then tomorrow I will show you our big plan for how to store all this in half the amount of space where it'll still be accessible to the girls, but it won't be constantly in the way.
So Jay, I went to write a T like
That's
that.
okay, we'll still know. Just
I totally did not.
Oh, I know.
Just do your best.
Imagine.
If we know that could be a T.
Well, even, not even.
So I have found over the last few years of older kids and games that the best way to save games with the least amount of space taken up is to actually put them in Ziploc bags. So I have a bunch of 2-gallon bags here. We're putting away all these games that we got for Christmas, and we'll be able to store them in half as much space as we needed when we had everything in boxes. Plus, boxes are hard for little kids to open and close, and so you end up with a lot of crunched boxes or boxes that aren't closed all the way, and then the pieces fall all over the place. So tonight we are reorganizing all the games into the bags, and then tomorrow we are actually going to put them away in our new storage device in our new storage location. So we got the games down to 1 basket by taking them out of the boxes. Before it was 2.5, so that's quite a bit of a space decrease. And then we're gonna store it in this sweater hanger. It costs $12 on Amazon. It's got 5 compartments, and it should fit all of our games. We have quite a few. It even has some mesh pockets on the side, which I'm sure I can find use for. Our laundry closet already had this bar in it that I used to use for drying clothes inside in winter, but thankfully we now have a dryer. Yay! So I actually can get clothes dried in one day. So Ivy here is going to help me fill this up and we'll show you how it looks. All done? All fits?
And I won the game.
And whoops. Here. Make sure that when you put them in, you gotta make sure it goes all the way to the back, okay? There we go. All the way to the back. And we use the side pockets for like card games and really small games, so that worked out really well.
And I won the game. I put all of them. And all of them was gone when I put this one in. Mom said I want to put it in there. I won.
You did really good. High five. So we're gonna end the video here for today. We'll show you our homeschool storage and more of our kitchen storage next time because this is just gonna be a super long video.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Don't miss, Ivy.
I won't.
I'm deadly. Oh,
Did it break?
not all the way. Not yet.
I'm not looking.
There we go.
That is strong.
I forgot to give it the old razzle dazzle.
You are strong, Daddy.
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Sometimes.
Oh, good ways.